Did you know purchasing a home really is honestly more emotional than financial? Most buyers really don't realize that until they're already in the middle of the process. What's up, y'all? My name is Paris Herbin, your favorite realtor here in the Northeast Florida area, providing you with an expertly guided and authentic experience. I don't just unlock doors for you. I want to unlock the dreams and the lifestyle that you truly desire. If you are here in the Northeast Florida area or looking to relocate, this channel is designed to help you make confident real estate decisions. So let's get into it. Okay, so I know in a previous video, I truly talked about how you have to be intentional with strategizing and not being super emotional. But the reality of it is, we all have emotions and they are a big part of making such a large decision, one that may very well be the biggest that you ever make in your life. There are some phases to this though. So let's just get into those and talk about it. Okay, this is like the part where we all can mostly regulate our emotions to a certain extent. Phase number one is the emotional phase. Y'all, this is where you're excited about the journey. You're excited about the move. You're envisioning yourself and your family. You are thinking about the milestones along the journey. You're envisioning holidays and celebratory moments. Like, it's exciting, and I love that for you. Excitement looks different for all of us, right? I'm big energy, so I am smiling, I'm happy. Excitement for others could look like you want to go and see houses every single day. Excitement for others could look like you're just going ahead and putting your furniture in those homes every time we go see a home. Excitement could look like for somebody else where they are telling their friends and family about the journey, bringing people alongside with them with the tours. Like, it's a part of the process, the excitement phase. I love that for us. Okay, but then it gets real, right? The excitement phase can sometimes turn into the fear phase the same day, the same moment, in the same week. Like, it happens, right? The fear phase looks like fear, which is that false evidence appearing real because you are like, wow, you're about to make a very large investment. One of the biggest, like I said, that it could be in your lifetime. You are thinking about, am I overpaying? Am I getting the best bang for my buck? Am I making a mistake? Am I moving too fast? Do I know everything that I need to know? Y'all, I see it every single day. I talk to people just like you every single week who are purchasing a home, and they're super excited about it, but there is this either small inch of fear or something that could create a large space of fear because of all of the many things that they are thinking about. That phase happens and it comes just as quick as the excitement phase does. All right, so you're excited. That's number one. Number two, you might have a little bit of fear. And then number three, it's like, it's real. We're here, we're in this thing, and we have to make some decisions. So with making decisions can come some fatigue. So point number three, decision fatigue. Y'all, it happens to the best of us. I jokingly was saying to a few of my clients last week, I was like, you guys are seeing a lot of homes. It's going to come a point where you are tired. When you're looking at so many homes, when there's so many moving parts in the process, when you are like, we have to make some decisions, it can become tiresome. When you have to compare, the homes that you've seen, and one home may have certain things that you like, another home may have certain things that you like, and you wish you could just put them together. So you're comparing and contrasting. It's a lot that can become very overwhelming. So another phase in this emotional journey is that decision fatigue. All right, so you've gotten excited, you've done all the things, right? We've gotten you to a point where we can go and see these homes. You've checked the homes out, but then you're like, oh my goodness, am I making the right decision? So you've kind of experienced that fear phase, and we've kind of gotten past the fear phase, but you're like, now I have to make all these decisions, right? Now you get to the phase of being on a roller coaster that is like, okay, I have to make a decision on this home, and I have to decide what I want to offer, what the terms are, what the contingencies are. Again, am I getting the best bang for my buck? Am I asking for everything that I can ask for? Like, it happens to the best of us. The difference in those first couple of phases, it's just like an internal thing. It's almost a thing that you have to like really psych yourself out of. But then you get to this offer roller coaster, and it is so real. You have this home, you have the asking price of the home, you have what you want to, offer on the property, and then you submit this offer, and it could look like waiting for a response from the seller. It could look like you having other offers that you're competing against. It could look like once you actually get your offer accepted, going through the inspection phase and being just overwhelmed and stressed out by what could come with that or what is coming with that, or the appraisal. Is it going to appraise at the value that the seller's asking for, that I offered for? Like, all of those things in the offer phase is like real life, real deal things. It is. So whether you are in the beginning stages of this journey, you're thinking about doing it, you're coming up on the latter part of it, and you've experienced any of these phases, you are genuinely not alone. Most buyers go through some of these phases, if not all, at some point in the journey. One way that I, as a professional, combat that is we sit down and have a true consultation. So if you feel like this may be you or this could be you, please click the link in my bio, book that discovery call, and let's chat. Let's start strategizing so we can sit down and have a consultation and actually talk about what that would look like for you to combat some of that, to eliminate some of that emotional, overwhelming stress. So, another emotion that I actually appreciate and I love is confidence, having a layer of confidence. And your confidence, you may have that right at the beginning. You may not have that until the middle. You may not have that until you close on the home. But the goal is for you to have some confidence at the beginning stages of this. And that looks like properly preparing yourself. That looks like really being able to articulate your expectations to your advisor when you are, thinking about purchasing a home or in the beginning stage of doing so, being receptive to the expectations that your advisor has of you, asking questions like we've talked about before, gaining clarity and understanding of this process. Now, y'all, the process is extensive, okay? It looks like many moving parts, especially when you get to the part of literally going to see homes and tour homes, right? But the reality is you won't be super confident as like every single thing, but you'll have a level of confidence that will allow you to be excited about asking questions, to go and tour multiple homes, to be decisive and clear on your decisions. That confidence comes from being properly prepared. And I know some of us think that confidence comes from within. It does. There are some layers of ourselves that create that confidence, but experience comes from confidence as well. And you don't have the experience until you actually go through the journey. But you know who does? Those individuals who are helping you through this journey, making sure you're understanding and aware of what's going on, what does this process entail, and you're truly in a space where you feel good about who you're working with. One thing that I always say is at the end of the day and when the day ends, I want everyone who works alongside me to believe and trust that you have made a confident decision in who you're working with. So you may not be confident to start, but when you sit down with a trusted advisor, they can help create a level of confidence that will combat some of that anxiety and stress that comes alongside with natural human reactions and responses that are our emotions. So y'all, the reality is the goal is not to completely remove emotions from the journey. The goal is for you to take those emotions and balance them out by having some strategy along the journey. So if you're here in the Northeast Florida area, or if you're looking to relocate here to the Northeast Florida area and you want someone to help guide you, let's connect. We want to build that confidence that you need so that this journey is as smooth sailing as possible. Click the link in my bio and book a discovery call with me today. My phone number also is 904-993-3980. I'm excited to hear from you. Remember, I'm only one phone call away when you're ready to make your move.